right, hello everyone. Okay, just a fair warning. My kitty cat is staring me down. She is currently right here by the dresser and she may or may not jump up. And with that being said, she might disturb the cards. Don't worry, I will put them back in order, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start reading from, of course, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and slide them. Okay, so that we can begin. For those that had number 1, we're just going to go ahead and pull the cards out, okay? So it's going to be like this. And we're just going to see what Spirit has, okay? And Spirit has a lot of negative things to say. I will tell you that right now. All right, okay, so what I'm being shown here is that you're not doing anything that you're supposed to be doing. All right. In other words, you're going against the flow. You're going against Spirit, and Spirit's just like, what the hell? We have given you all the signs. We've given you all you need in order to go forward. And rather than stepping into that power, you are not doing so. It's just like you're fighting a cause that is going to be forced upon you. So instead of being smart about it, you are just going on as if you are in control of what is being done right now. You are absolutely not in control, my dears. You are not. Because what I'm being shown here is that, I don't know, it's like a constant fight, constant battle against, but I feel Spirit here. I feel that you're fighting Spirit. They're telling you words of wisdom and you're like swatting them like flies. How dare you? Don't do that to Spirit. And then here they're showing me that you're supposed to have real high intuition, a lot of intuitional truth, a lot of intuitional knowledge. But because it's in the reverse position, I did feel this was in a very high reverse position when I had the urge to turn it upright like this. So it was like, no, it's in the reverse position. Yeah, see, even whenever I turn it over, Spirit's like, don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, so this is where you need to do. You need to seek refuge within yourself. This is like gather your instincts and clear the air of smoke. Whenever you're able to do that, you're going to open a door. All right. And this is where it gets a little interesting because it's just like everything you need is going to be within you because everything around you is supposed to be shifting out of perspective and in a way destroyed in somehow. So think of relationships, think of like jobs, careers, opportunities. Everything's being shifted on its axis here. However, they're showing me even with this energy is, it's the traditional full card in the reverse position. So already that's showing me, hey, as long as you don't listen to Spirit, this is what you're going to be looking like, okay? However, this is also showing me that you're shying away from what you're supposed to be doing because I really do feel like you're being more and more distant. This is your energy here. And as long as you fight Spirit, you're going to get further and further disconnected, okay? That's just the way it is. However, if you kind of like invert yourself towards your center, towards like your true purpose here, I'm just going to show you here. Know that things are going to start shifting in a very positive manner to where this no longer applies, okay? Where this card goes in the upright position, okay? So your guidance for today is, who can I serve today? And right now, it's all about serving yourself. But you cannot serve yourself with like, okay, let's just say you're just like, oh, I need a stone. No, this is not about that. It's about going within and finding that knowledge and listening to that knowledge that Spirit is trying to give you. Okay. So that's for 1. For 2. And we're going to flip. All right. All right, this is a little better energy than number one. A lot of rapid. I don't know. I just feel rapidness here. Very, very rapid. Okay, so when I see this, I keep seeing that you're not listening as well. Um, I don't know. I'm just basing off the energy, not exactly looking at the cards. Um, and where I want to start is with these two cards because that seems like a whole different message. All right, so we have these two cards here. Um, one is going to be combustion, but it's in the reverse position. So think of combustion. It is very, very quick energy, very counteractive. Think of like the wand's energy. Okay. So it's just like determining what you want to do and just acting on it rather than taking a moment to think about how to get it done. It's just like, no, 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 first way, only way, instead of, kind of finding a different path. But since it's in the reverse position, it's already showing me that you're acting way, way too quickly, and you're going to very quickly find yourself in kind of like a dead end route. And this is going to be all across a general reading. Because I do see relationships here, but I also see progress. Like progress is stilled, it's stagnant, it's at a halt. Okay. So what you're needing to do is kind of find again your own way. Um, this is where you have to meet guidelines versus what is best for you. Okay, so it's either A, you're going like full on, hey, this is just me, this is how I'm going to do it, and so on and so forth, without following like proper guidelines. Or this is where you're just following all guidelines and not adjusting it to exactly what you need it to be. Regardless of the case, it's in the wrong direction. And you're being shifted here. You're actually being shifted, you're being moved, and you keep going back to where you first started. That's not what you're trying to do. Look, guides want you to shift, okay? They do want you to shift out, okay? But the only way to do it is to listen to your guides because what they're saying is, hey, we know what is to come for you. We know where this leads. So you're going to have to listen to us. Listen, listen, listen. We're pulling on heartstrings here. We're putting messages in your mind. Okay, because I literally do see them putting little words, little inputs right into your ear and you're hearing it. It's just you keep shying away because you're just like too busy. You're too busy, you're too distracted. You're just like, no, need progress here. Need a whole bunch of progress here. And that's not exactly what they want. They're just like, look, as long as you slow down, we can make this happen. Okay. But together, all you have to do is listen, consult in us so that we can give you that advice. And right now, you're not doing that. You are definitely not doing that. So, your guidance is going to be from whom can I release my judgment right now? Um, quite honestly, I do see a little bit of blame on others, but I mostly see blame on yourself. And it's because every time you hit a roadblock, you're just like, oh, what am I doing wrong? What is going on? Why can't I move? Why can't I do this? Okay, so it gives you frustrated, and then now you keep ending back at ping ponging back at square one. You keep seeing this, and you keep doing it. It's just like you haven't learned your lesson because you think that there is no other way around. Yes, there is a way around. You go through your ancestors, you go through the council, honey. Otherwise, you're going to be as lost as can be. Now, as long as you listen to this energy, I realize that this is the Four of Swords, okay? This is the Four of Swords. But what they're showing me is that this is a different card. Meaning, yes, you do have to take that moment back of clarity, go in that rest position and kind of like navigate your way there. And with that being said, it's just like what they really want you to know is we're here. I don't know. This is just what I'm hearing from this card is just that we're here. We're here to help. We're here to adapt. Help you adapt. We're here to help. I don't know. This is just something I keep on hearing over and over and over. And I think this goes back to judgment, where you believe you are not like worthy of being helped, not worthy. This is also where you have to like redefine your ego. There's a healthy and there's an unhealthy ego. This is where you have to allow yourself to be helped. If you do not allow yourself to be helped, it's just like you're creating your own chaos. And this is also where we get the combustion card. It's just like, hey, we're on the right path, and all of a sudden, boop, everything is destroyed. Everything ends, okay? And this is because they're trying to get you back on track. They're trying to give you some humbleness in your heart, okay? Look, I understand that these are tough times, ladies and gents, but this does not have to be a hard path, okay? And that's all Spirit's trying to say. All right, so that is going to be for number 2. Okay, this is number 3. I go ahead and move number 2 further away. It's kind of in the way for me. Don't know if it's in the way for you, but it is for me. All right. Where to begin? Where to begin? Where to begin? Oh, hold on. This is upside down. Okay, we'll go there. Okay. I'm just scanning, guys. I'm scanning before I even say anything. Ooh, it's just like you're in your own plot twist on this one. All right. Yeah, you are definitely in your own plot twist. Okay, because like with this card, it is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse position, but whenever I scan it, Spirit keeps telling me, hey, they're worried about the wrong shit. They're definitely wrong about the wrong goddamn things. And it's because you have lost out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reasons, somehow you have lost out on an opportunity here. Okay, in other words, you've lost kind of like where your self-worth was. You've lost control, you lost perspective, you lost people. It just seems like you've lost a lot of things, and it doesn't feel like ultimately big things, but it just feels like little. But guess what, after all these little things kind of adding up, it does feel like one big catastrophe that's going on here. Okay, so, with that being said, let's go ahead and move into this. I'm going to go ahead and just go with this card. Usually I would go with this last, but Spirit's just like, no, go ahead, read it. And what it says is, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? And that's exactly what it is. Because again, this is where I do feel like natural things happening here, but it also feels like people that have taken the opportunities from you. Okay, whether they have directly taken them from you or created like kind of like center block moments, um, walls that you've had to destroy, and then guess what? There's a wall right behind that. Um, and to me, this does feel like a cycle going on here. Okay, look, just because this is a cycle does not mean that it's going to keep coming as long as you end it correctly. This is just like, hey, let go of those losses, okay? We'll just let them go. Let them be, kind of like free your heart space of this. This is where you really need to like purge yourself, cleanse, all right? Because I look at this card and I see everything that you have lost can be recreated, or um like I don't know, gained again. So whether you have to buy it or whether you have to wait for it to manifest again, regardless, it's not a negative reading. Like this one is not a negative reading whatsoever. But all you have to do is listen to Spirit. So Spirit's saying, hey, they're kind of feeling in shambles, they're feeling stuck, they're feeling stagnant. And there's this whole like baloney system that you're going through on a mindset scale, because you're overwhelmed. Like I said, you're too focused here on what you've lost, but Spirit's just like, why? We're going to rebuild you from scratch. Okay, you don't need all those things, because this is where soul retrieval comes into play, guys. Okay, soul retrieval is kind of building upon the fragments of ourselves that we've destroyed, lost, it's been thrown away, regardless of what the issue is, Spirit's saying, hey, inspired juggler guys, Spirit's saying, hey, you got this. You can multitask. And even if it looks like a disaster of chaos everywhere here, none of that matters because it's going to be organized chaos. You can make organized chaos, okay? And initially, again, what this is representing is that we will get our shit together, okay, in perfect balance. Yes, it will take time. Yes, it's going to be on like our own way, our own like line of sight. In other words, as long as you have a goal, you can directly meet your goal by, performing this task, this task, this task, this responsibility, so on and so forth until you meet this task here. Okay, and that's what it's saying here is it doesn't have to be the normal organization. It doesn't have to be the normal progression per se. Okay, so this is where you have to kind of like drop judgment of yourself and like do your own thing, like really, really do your own thing. And it doesn't have to be fast, it doesn't have to be slow. Okay, again, this is really a card that I keep seeing where you're gonna own it. You can own it because it's kind of like, okay, on an energy platform, I'm the lowest I can be right now. Okay, I've been stuck for so long and it's time to get out. And that's exactly what Spirit's saying. Exactly. Now go, move. Okay, so in this initial thing, I'm getting the Knight of Coins reverse. This obviously the Knight of Coins reverse is not exactly a good part, but in this reading it is because it shows me that all the worthwhile that you're trying to get your shit together is going to be difficult. You're going to keep hitting like sinkholes. You're going to hit like rock bottom moments that you think are rock bottom, but in ultimate truth, they kind of lead to like ladder situations. So I don't know if y'all ever play Suits and Ladders, but guess what? You fall, then you can go right back up. Okay, that's kind of what this situation is going to do for you. Okay, so it's just like, hey, it's going to be a bumpy ride, but it is going to be well worth it. All right, so keep your head up and keep going. Now we have number 4. Put that there. And we're going to shift here. We're going to shift. All right. So number 4, spirits of number 4. What is going on? Ooh, this is fun. This is fun, guys. Okay, for those of you that choose number 4, they have shown me that your whole life has been ripped apart. And then once you try to build on that, they shredded it. And then whenever you try to build on that from the scraps, it was ripped again in front of your face kind of thing. Okay, this is where spirits are having a light heart about things, okay? Like even though life has been so tedious, so aggravating and annoying, your spirit guides are having a good time. You know why? Because they like to start from scratch. Why keep building on something that's not working? Why keep building on cycles that are never ending? No, 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 no. So we got the Tower card here. All right. And this already is the energy that some of you are actually entering into, believe it or not. All right. Some of you have actually been here. And for those of you that don't know what a Tower moment is, oh, you about to find out. But what I keep seeing here is like this is future tense. So if you're already in this Tower moment, guess what? It's going to kind of linger, for a little while. It's absolutely okay. It's kind of like learn from it. Drop the ego and learn. Nurture yourself in the process. Okay. Don't try to rebuild. Don't try to go against fear because guess what? Again, what I said before, you're going to be thrown down again. Okay. It's kind of like being thrown down a flight of stairs and you work so hard to walk all up them stairs. Okay. No. Trust me, guys, going up a flight of stairs is bad enough. And it just seems like you keep going over and over and over and over until you learn the lesson of, okay, maybe I should just take the elevator. Okay. And that's exactly what Spirit's saying here. Take the goddamn elevator, people. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this card. Sacrifice. Okay. So this is not going to be an initial sacrifice of what you're having to do, but rather what you are wanting to give. So Spirit, what they want is an offering, okay? it's kind of like quid pro quo, guys. Light a candle for spirit. They're calling for you. But in this process of sacrifice, know that your most prized possession is worthless. It's meaningless. Okay. We're not talking about children here. We're not talking about fur babies. We're talking about what your ego keeps on trying to hold on to on a materialistic plane. Okay. So, with that being said, it's just like give from the heart so that you can receive back in tons. Okay. And so it's kind of like that tenfold concept, threefold if you're Wiccan. But regardless, it's just like, look, I have things to offer you here. I have tremendous gifts for you. I have plenty. All you got to do is show me how committed you are to the cause. In other words, how willing are you going to like? It's like kind of like submitting to spirit, okay? But you got to do so on the spiritual plane. So don't try to get spirit, like you have like two roses, okay? One that is perfect, and the other kind of has like a deformity. All right, if you give spirit the deformity one, they're going to be like, okay, fuck you. We're just going to give you another tower moment, okay? So this bad boy is going to come out again. Huh? No, don't do that. Okay, give spirit the perfect one. Okay, when you do that, spirit's just like, okay, I see how open your heart is. Therefore, let me take away everything that you're going through, everything you are not needing at this time, throw it away, burn it, and then come back and build again. Okay, this is going to be your blossoming moment. Hey, sweetie, no. Okay, and it was kind of funny that I said that because it says, what can I burn? This is going to be your sacrifice of spirit, guys. So remember, light a candle and show spirit what you're wanting to sacrifice at this time, what you're willing to sacrifice. And whatever that is, it's just like, again, you're going to get back tenfold. You're going to get back in tons. Spirit decided to say tons, not tenfold. They said tons. Okay. So don't think of like blessings as being just materialistic. They're not always materialistic, guys. Trust me. They're the lucky patterns, the so-called coincidences in our lives. Okay. Now, whenever you're able to do everything that spirit's asking, it's kind of be like being grateful to them. Be appreciative of what they're fixing to bring to you. This is going to allow you to reprogram. Hey, honey. No. Okay, reprogram. This is again kind of like cleansing everything that is not going to be worthy of you, of everything that you do not need, is not deemed necessary. And you realize with this card, what it's actually also stating is that relationships will fall, they will crumble. So-called opportunities will will like will like diminish and banish themselves because they were not good to begin with. Okay, spirit wants something that's committed and promising to you. Okay, trust me, they will hold up their end of the deal. The thing is that you have to be open. You have to be ready for all these resources, all these blessings. If not, then prepare again for another tower moment. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, if you are greedy, if you're not wanting to give to spirit, okay, you're going to be blocked at every corner, every way. Okay, this is because spirit is like, no, this is time is now. This is not the time for you to tell me, oh, well, I'll see you later, spirit. No, it's right now, right now. I'm going to tell you right now, do not piss off spirit because they like to be funny. I'm telling you, they have a very light heart. And they're just like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and give you a headache for not listening to me. Let's go ahead and give you a whole bunch of downloads and have you not listening to them. Okay, so that you can learn your lesson. Okay, you'll start receiving messages from dream world. Okay, well, what I like to call dream world, dream realm, if you will. But regardless, it's kind of like the initial position where your ego gets in the way a little too much, a little too much. Hold on, guys. It's just my kitty cat Roxy sees another kitty on the screen. She's like, no, and she's very territorial, so she's never seen herself in on the screen. Yeah, she's about to attack the screen. So this is going to be the end of number 4. So guys, I am sorry for the disturbance Roxy has given, but I did try to distract her from making too much of a mess. And if you will, please like, follow, and share my page and join the group if not already. Okay? And for all of you, have a very nice night. No.